So I am playing Grimlock Glasgow. Okay, so I'm gonna go for d4. Oh, this is... Okay, so I want to see Ioana's game as well, so let me see who she's playing. She's playing Fernandez and Clever Queen. Let me see. That was Clever Queen. I also want to see how Ioana's doing. So let me go on to Ioana's game and watch her game too. So I have all my... those are my teammates. So he played e6. Okay, so e6, I'm going to play knight f3. I'm going to go for my normal setup. Okay, so he played f5. I'm going to play e3. He's going for the stone wall Dutch. Okay. No, this is not... Only if he plays here it's stone wall. I think this is... Oh, Fernandez is watching my game as well. You can see here GM Fernandez is playing. I will post this link for you guys. Here's the link to my game. Okay, so we have plenty of time. I'm still not 100% comfortable playing online in a classical game. Okay, so bishop b7. I'm gonna play bishop b2. I can't get out of the bullet mindset. Why am I playing so quickly? This is a classical game. I need to have my cool. Let me see how Clever Queen is doing. Okay, so Clever Queen is playing normal Nimzo. Ioana, how is Ioana doing? Okay, Ioana's doing pretty solidly. I like her position. Fiona. She is, oh, Fiona's streaming as well, so she is also, doing well. Okay. So, my opponent is thinking a little bit here. Let's see. So, I'm just developing my pieces normally. So, I'm going to castle, develop my knight. I don't usually play c4 in this opening, but if he lets me, then I might play c4. I think that will be okay. If he plays d6, he will stop my normal plan of moving my knight here, so that will be a little bit annoying, but it should be okay. I mean, I don't want him to be watching my stream. I'm a little bit nervous of him watching my stream because what would I... Because I don't want him to see my ideas. So his plan, let me see what his plan is going to be. He's going to have to develop this bishop somewhere. So either e7. I'm not sure where he's going to develop this knight. So, okay, bishop e7, yeah. I'm going to castle. Should I castle or should I save it? I think I'll save it. So maybe I should develop the knight first. I'm worried that if I castle, he'll start going like this with the pawns. And I don't want to go be in any trouble. But I'm not sure if that's even that good. This bishop is really nice. This bishop is going to annoy me in the future. I can see that. Especially since he hasn't played d5 yet. So usually black plays d5 and blocks his bishop, but it's not blocked. And I can't move my knight. I'll lose the pawn. So I think I'm going to develop my knight. I think that's an okay plan. So I'll develop my knight first, see how he does. You know, I could also think about castling queenside. That could also be a plan. So we'll just see how it goes. We have 44 minutes. I see loads of people are watching the game live as spectators. Okay, so he castled there. I'm gonna castle as well. This isn't really working because d6 just kicks it away, so there's no point of putting my knight there. So I don't know. Don't really know what's happening here. I also don't really like the layout here. I think this should be a little bit like this. I don't know. It's kind of covering. I don't know if I like the layout, but I think it's okay. So Fiona is also watching my match, I can see that. My opponent is thinking for a while. It's so funny, I can add him extra time if I want to. I can just give him 15 seconds. So let's see. How is Fiona doing? So Fiona has, and I like Black's position, you know? Okay, White is a little bit, like, has a space advantage. But Fiona has ideas of playing f5 and f4. I think that would be a good plan. Okay, my opponent moved. So he brought his knight into the center. I knew he was going to do that. And I can't really kick him away. And if I go knight here, he'll kick me and I won't be able to kick him because he'll just take my knight first. He'll take my knight first and then I lost a piece, so I can't put my knight in the center. I can take the knight with the bishop, but it's bishop. I don't know if this bishop is stronger than the knight, so maybe I shouldn't give away that bishop. But this bishop isn't a great bishop. I mean, these pawns are on white squares. Okay, let me think. I have to think about a plan. It's so weird to get into the classical mindset because I haven't played a classical game in so long, and I usually think a lot in classical, so many times I get into time trouble. It's also weird verbalizing all of my plans and ideas, because this is what I think during a game. Or usually I just think about a song, like a song keeps playing in my head, but okay, I'm being distracted, sorry. Okay, so let's think what to do. I can take the knight, but I don't want to take the knight. I can play c4. I can try play c4, but I can't play d5 after that. Maybe? No. I was gonna say that I can try play here and then take the knight with my knight, but I don't think that really works. So let me see, what could I do? I think f4 could also be a plan for him, but his knight will be hanging. Maybe I could actually try queen c2 and attack this knight. So I think I'm gonna go for c4. I think c4 is gonna be an okay move. So we've played c4. I went for it. And now I guess I can do this and see how it goes. So yeah, let's see. c4, let's see what he has to do. Yeah. I also wonder if I'm lagging, but I'm not sure because I can't see the chat. Okay, let's see how Ioana is doing. Her position is good, but she's gonna lose this bishop, so she won't have the bishop pair anymore. And I actually love the bishop pair. Wait, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Or, you know, that shouldn't even be there. I'm actually gonna just take that off for a second. So I'm gonna make this bigger. Okay. I think that's a lot better, so you guys can see the board. Okay. So, has my guy moved yet? Not yet. My guy hasn't moved yet. Yeah, I really hope I'm not lagging, but you guys will tell me if I am, but I won't be able to see anyway. Okay, so my guy just played Bishop f6. Bishop f6, what is he threatening? So, he's stopping my future advance of the pawn by attacking my bishop, but I don't think that's the big deal. Maybe if I go here, no, he still has d6. I'm also weary about moving here because after knight takes, the knight will take, and then this bishop will be really strong. But then I can always just move my knight back, so that's not really a problem. I'm actually worried about this, you know? I think this will be quite dangerous for me. So, I don't know. Maybe I should just take that knight. Because it is really annoying. So maybe I should just take the knight. He won't take with the bishop because then I'll take his bishop. So he'll take with the pawn. His rook will be active. And I have to find a square for this knight. So if I do... If I do take this knight, I have to find a place for this knight, and I have nowhere. If I go here, he'll just attack my knight, so that doesn't work. Maybe I can, maybe queen c2 is fine. I mean, queen c2, I don't see any problems with queen c2. He's not really threatening to play e5. Maybe he wants to go like this. But if he goes like this, then he can't, because I'll just take, he takes, and I take with my knight. So that's not really a plan. He needs to find somewhere to develop this knight. So I don't know where he's gonna... This is not a good square for the knight. He'll have to play d5 or d6 at some point. I think d6 and then knight d7. That's what he is gonna do. So right now he's not threatening anything, right? I'm gonna play queen c2. I think queen c2 is okay. You know, if he does take... I knew he was gonna do that. If he does take my knight, maybe I can actually take with the queen, because if I take with the queen and he takes here, my double pawns, I don't think are that weak. Because the pawn on f3 is supporting this, is supporting an e4 push. I can move my king out of the way because this bishop is really strong. So this bishop, this bishop is gone. And then I can bring my rook to g1, and then I will have an active rook. So I'm not sure if it's better to take this knight with the knight or the queen. Let me think. If I take it with the queen, I have double pawns, but I don't think they're weak. The double pawns aren't weak. So double pawns aren't always weak, but if I take with the knight, then this also helps me push e4. So both moves are actually beneficial for the e4 push. I'm just thinking, what should I take with? If I take with my knight, then I can play f3 and e4. And I think f3 helps block this bishop out. But also, if I take... After this, he has ideas of f4 as well. f4 is going to be uncomfortable, so g5, f4. I think those are good plans for him. So what should I take with? I think I will take with my knight. And there's no checkmates, really, like, this doesn't really work. Don't think checkmate is what I should be worried about. This knight is defending here, but e5 is still not possible. So taking with my knight is okay. There's no sacrifices. So yeah, I also need to be careful of my time because 38 minutes is still not that long. I wasted some time talking about my position. c5, I didn't calculate that. Okay, c5. Should I just move my knight back? I think I'll just move my knight back. I should have taken my queen. If my knight was on f3, my queen was here, I could have pushed... No, I couldn't have pushed e4. It's definitely not a good move to take that pawn. So maybe I will push... I'm thinking about pushing e4. If I push e4 and he takes a pawn, I can take this pawn. But if I push e4, if he takes my pawn here, I'll take with the knight. And then if he takes here, I take the bishop, which is a lot stronger. But I can also just move my knight back to f3. But then e4 is no longer possible. So I think my brother's coming to distract me. I think e4 is okay. If I push e4 after he takes my pawn, is it okay to give away that pawn? Okay, so let me just think about this again. e4 he takes. Can you please go away, Mark? Okay, so e4 he takes my pawn. If I take with the knight, if he takes my knight, I take with the bishop and attack the rook, okay? But he won't take my knight. I take with the knight. If he takes this pawn, I can take the bishop. He takes back with the queen. And this h7 pawn is hanging because I have a battery here. So I think e4 is actually... I don't think e4 is a bad move. e4 is a nice pawn break. e4 and then e5 would be nice, would be ideal, but I don't think he's going to let me do that. So e4, if he takes, I take with the knight. He can take the bishop here first. He can take the pawn with the bishop. If he takes with the bishop, if I move my knight to d6, he can go queen... No, he can't go queen g5. He has to do something about this bishop first. So I think e4 is a good move. Let's go for it. I'm gonna go for e4. I need to open up my position. He is behind in development, so whenever your opponent is behind in development, it's always good to break in the center. So I think e4 is an okay move. But again, I could be wrong and I could just be losing a pawn. Yeah, after he takes here. The thing is, my bishop is just gonna take his bishop. Like, I could be worried about this, but I'll just take his bishop. And h7 is also hanging if he lets me take on f6. So I think he has to take here. If he doesn't take, then I'll just push. And then, no, I can't push here. Or maybe if he... I can't push here, though. Maybe I can push here. So if he doesn't take the pawn, then I'll push here. If he takes here, I'll take. My queen is strong, and this bishop is trapped in. So maybe e4 isn't such a bad move. I've never played this position before. I've actually never encountered this. So let me see. So I'm 4 minutes below him, but there's still 15 seconds increment. Okay. So he's thinking right now. So again, what are his possible moves? So when you're thinking about a move, you have to think about candidate moves. So he can either take here or he can take here. Does he have anything else apart from that? He can take with the bishop. Can he push d5? I don't think so. I don't think d5 is possible because I will just push here. Or this pawn is hanging. Sorry, I forgot about this. Or is it hanging? Yeah, I think it is, because after he takes, I'll take with my bishop, and my bishop is defended, so he doesn't have any discovered attacks. So if he takes somewhere, if he moves his bishop out of the way, my bishop isn't attacked because my queen is behind the bishop as well. So, okay, knight c6. He developed his knight. So now I have to think about it. He's attacking this pawn. He's attacking it, knight, pawn, and bishop. I'm attacking this pawn. Can I not just take here? If I take here and he takes here, he's attacking my queen. If I take here, he takes with the bishop and he's attacking my rook. So maybe that's not the best move. And if I push here, he'll go knight here and attack my bishop. And if I take the pawn, he'll take my bishop, I take. And I don't want to give away that bishop because it's actually a good bishop. I can also push here. And if he takes this pawn with the knight, I'll take his knight. And if he takes, I take the bishop. So if I push here, he has to move somewhere with the bishop. Where will he move with the bishop? So if I push here, he moves somewhere with the bishop, and then I can push here. Can I not do that? And then even if he does come here with the knight, I think I can give away this bishop for it. After this pawn takes, then this pawn is going to be hanging. So if that pawn is hanging, I can push d6 then, and, you know, control, like, kind of make him more passive. But then I don't know if these pawns will be, it will be weak in the future. And then this bishop is going to be the best piece on the board. He won't have any opponent. But can I take the f5 pawn? I'm just curious, because if I take on f5, he takes here. He attacks my queen. So I have to do something about that. So if I take the knight, he takes my bishop. And he attacks my rook. But then if I take a pawn, he takes my rook. But then I can take here with check. I take here with check. And then after he moves the king out of the way, I can take the bishop. And then I have 2 pawns and a piece. So, for a rook. So if I take here, what is he going to do? If he takes back, I'll take with my bishop. If he takes here, with the knight, I take, he takes, and then I can take here. And then I can move my rook out of the way because it's check, so it's an intermediate move. But if I don't know if I should push here or take there. Or push here. I think I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for it. Am I a little bit worried? Yeah, but I don't know what to do. Ah! Okay, so e5 or taking on f5. I don't think I should open up the position. I think closing it is actually good. Oh, I forgot completely about this move. I forgot about knight to b4. Knight to b4 and attacking my queen and bishop. That could pose me a lot of problems. So if I take here, he'll just go here. And then what? What do I do then? This pawn is still attacked. And if I push a3, then he'll just take here. Oh, I should have played a3 earlier. I don't know. I completely forgot about knight b4. Knight b4. So if I take here first and then knight b4, after I move my queen here, if I take on f5, knight b4, if I move my queen here, then if he takes here, if I take, then that's okay. But if I take knight b4, this pawn on d4 is really weak. Perhaps I should just push e5, and after e5, knight b4, queen here. I should just suck it up and let him take my bishop. I don't know. Or should I just take here? If I take on f5, I think I complicated myself. I just completely missed knight b4. If I take on f5, he takes. I think I'm gonna go for e5. After e5, he takes. No, he doesn't take, sorry. Well, he can. No, he can't. He can't. He goes here. I have to move my queen back here. It's the only move. Or I can move my queen here. Because if he takes this, I take his knight. Guys, this is the critical moment. It's either e5 here or take the pawn. So this is where if I lose the game, this is where my mistake is going to be. I'm going to go for d5. d5 is definitely not the right move. I think that's a mistake. e5. I think I'll get into trouble with that pawn, and this bishop will be closed in then. If I take here, it's ambitious to take here. And if he goes here, then I'll just move that. He takes, I take. And then what do I do? He'll take back. And this pawn is pinned. I'm gonna go for e5. I've moved it. e5, I can't do anything about it. It could be a mistake, but let's just see. e5, and now he is going to play knight b4. Or does he have anything else? Like, if he moves his bishop, it's fine for me, I think. If he moves his bishop, then I can even save myself and just play a3, but this pawn is still hanging. I'm 10 minutes under him. I need to move faster. 10 minutes under him. So, let's see how the rest are doing. Trisha is doing well on time. 3 pieces, 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 6. Equal. It's just equal. Okay, she needs to figure out how to develop her bishop, but she's holding on. Ioana, how is Ioana doing? His king is in the center. She has some problems here with the king, but I'm sure she'll... Good! Fiona went for f5. Good, I like Fiona's position. Well, we're holding up quite well. I think we have good chances. But okay, let's just see here what's happening, because I don't want to let my team down. So, e5. I don't know. Let's see what's happening. What is he gonna do? I'm actually curious. Like, I really don't know what he's gonna do. Okay, he moved his bishop. My first instinct is to play f4, so I want to play f4. So if I play f4, this knight is so annoying. I can't get over how annoying that knight is. So f4. I do not think it's good to play f4, but it's the first move that's coming into my head. Otherwise, why can I not just... If I play here, he goes knight here.
Yeah.
Then I lose this knight, because if I move my queen, the bishop will just take this. So f4 just seems like the best move. Could be a blunder, but seems like the best move. f4, what else can he do? f4, if he goes knight here, I'll just move my queen out of the way. I know this bishop is going to become the strongest piece on the board, but after knight here, queen here, and if he takes my bishop, I take his bishop. He still has to figure out what to do with this bishop. Where is he going to bring it? If he brings it to h4, that it doesn't do anything there. So h4 is not a great move. He can bring it to h6, still not okay. So I think he should bring it to d7, but this bishop is not great. I mean, neither is mine, but then I could definitely think about pushing here. So I think I'm going to go for f4. f4 seems like the best move. And I always play things like f4, so let's just see how this is going to go. Bishop h6, okay, I knew he was going to do that. And now I have to see what to do. If I play here, after this I lose this pawn. Maybe now I can play... Oh, this pawn is still under attack and I can't defend it. I can't defend it! Oh no, I blundered a pawn. If I go here... Sorry, if I go here then I lose this pawn. f4, I can't defend this pawn now. I didn't see that. Maybe if I go a3 and just give away that pawn. It is weak, but I shouldn't have given it away. So if I push, there's no way to defend it. If I move my queen here, he'll just take it. If I push here, after knight here, okay, so I have an idea. If I push here, after knight here, then I'll move my queen here. If he takes my bishop, I take and I've defended the pawn. If he takes my pawn, g7 is defended by the bishop. I was thinking of pushing here and threatening checkmate. but it's defended by the bishop. So here, here, queen c3. He takes the pawn. And then he's threatening to push d4. So I'm going to take, this bishop is becoming the best piece. This pawn is still hanging. So if I push, after this, after here, then after he takes here, no, I can't take it. My queen isn't behind that anymore. But I'll take, the bishop will take. This is really weak. g2. Maybe I can try bring my knight. I think I'm gonna have to do this. I don't care, I'm going for it. I've lost a pawn, but I think it's better to lose it that way. So knight here. This bishop is not playing, like he's playing a piece down. So I can also move my queen back, or I can move it to c3. If I move it to c3, he'll just take here and take, and then he'll take with the knight. I didn't even consider that. So if I move back after he takes, then if I push after he takes here, then I'll take with my queen, he takes here, he takes another pawn. I think queen b8 is my only move. So I've lost a pawn, but I have to live with it. His queen can also come here. He can play g5. I've really messed this position up. I played so badly. I'm sorry about this. Sorry about the poor chess. So let's see how the rest are doing. I hope the rest can win. I've kind of let my team down, but let's see. g4. This looks fine. Well, actually I think she's lost an exchange. Can she try and check? I mean, his king is still weak, so she still has play. How is Joanna? Wow, I really like Joanna's position actually. But I should be focusing on my position. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on mine. I don't have much time. 23 minutes isn't a lot. Isn't a lot. G5. Okay, I knew he was gonna go G5. G3 isn't great. If I push G3, it's not a good move. But I've kind of saved this pawn. If I push H3, he takes my bishop, I take his queen. And then he takes this pawn, and I'm a pawn down. But I much prefer losing this pawn. Then his queen comes to G5. But then I can put a knight to F3. So do I really want to lose this bishop? I need to ask myself, do I really want to lose this bishop? Yeah, I think I will. I'm playing H3 and then taking on D3. I would have lost a pawn anyway, but I much prefer my pawn from D5 than this pawn on F4. And after he takes here, then I'll just play knight F3. And I'll just have to hold my position. But it's definitely much better than losing that pawn. So knight f3 I think here is good. Or rook f3 and rook h3. But knight f3 does hold the position. So I'll play knight f3. He can take and I take. And then I have these two pawns in the center, which I think are quite weak. He'll just go bishop g7. Okay, this pawn isn't the strongest piece on the board. I probably should have played rook f3 and rook f1, but my instincts are saying knight f3 is the best move. I'm a pawn down, but I have a lot of space. I would say his king is weak, but after this and this... Okay, so now he is just gonna come over with his pieces and start trying to checkmate me. I think I'm just gonna defend with rook f2. So I can play rook f2. Rook f2, rook f1. If he goes here, he's attacking this pawn and I don't know how to defend it. I got myself into a really bad position. b4. Should I try b4? b4, he takes, but he won't take. b4 is a poor try. Maybe it's the best move. Okay, he has a huge time advantage. Maybe knight f3 wasn't so good. Okay, if I go there, then queen h5. I'm just gonna play. Oh, I can also get my bishop here and attack this pawn. So I think rook f2 is okay. Rook f2, I'm gonna defend my pieces. Rook f2, if he attacks this pawn, rook d1. If I bring my bishop to c1 and then move my knight out of the way, how is he going to defend the f4 pawn? So he needs to find a way to defend the f4 pawn. Also, if any new people are watching, welcome to the channel. I want to say that I've turned off Twitch, so I can't see any of your messages because I don't want to be distracted. I want to play knight h4, but it's just, I don't think it's good. The queen just comes to h5. Okay, so rook f1. That's my first instinct, rook f1.
Alright.
I'm gonna play it, rook f1. At least this bishop is kind of tied down. He can try doing some stuff here, but I don't think a5. a5 isn't really a move.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wants to double up here. I'm gonna move bishop c1. Bishop c1. Should I play h3? No, because then it'll become a target, won't it? But I need to play bishop c1, I think, to attack that pawn. So I'm gonna play bishop c1. Could I try pushing g3? If I push g3, if he takes, I take, queen takes, and then I go rook g2. I should have thought about g3. I don't know why I didn't calculate it. Now what if I move knight h4? If I move knight h4... I don't think knight h4 is a good move. I need to defend the g2 square. My queen is tied down to this. I've really messed this. Oh, knight e2 defends g2. Knight e2. Does he have f3? Is f3 a move? I can just take back with my knight. And I think that's okay. So knight e2 does defend here. I'm gonna play knight e2. I'm really sorry about the poor quality. I am playing an international master, so he's not a nobody. I'm gonna go for knight e1. I think I said knight e2, but I'm gonna play knight e1. And now I'm threatening to take this pawn. How does he defend it? He can try f3, but f3 I'll just take it back with my knight. So I don't think f3 works. He can try doubling up, so he moves his king to h1, tripling up I mean, and then he'll have that. So that would be something I think he'll be considering. I have 20 minutes, so okay. I don't know what to do. I'm a little bit in a pickle, but I've won the f4 pawn back, which is great, I think. f4, so f4 is hanging. How is he gonna defend it? I'm still 10 minutes down. Below. The sun is going down. I'm going to turn on the light. Okay, it's not that much of a difference, but it will get darker soon, so. Okay, let's see. I think black didn't play accurately here. He shouldn't have given me this pawn. Now, once I've gotten this pawn, I've kind of saved myself. Okay, so king h8, I was expecting that. So he's gonna triple. But it's just defended by my knight. So g2 is just defended by my knight. Should I just take on f4? I mean, I can just take it, right? Bishop takes f4. Bishop takes f4. Rook takes f4. If he triples, I'm gonna go for it. Bishop takes f4. I don't think I'm worse in this position. So this is definitely okay. I feel, you know, like, I hate commentating because I don't want to say anything stupid because people are going to be like, who the hell is she saying? This position is okay, she's playing an international master. Okay, so he's tripled up, he's not threatening anything. I can just play g3. There's no more attacks. Can I just play g3? And if he takes my bishop, I just take with the rook. Thank God this bishop is tied down there. I think I'm just gonna play g3. Or should I take the bishop? No, I won't complicate myself. Bishop I have to go to the toilet, but I can't. Okay, bishop takes h6, queen takes h6. I can play rook. Bishop takes h6, queen takes h6, rook f3, and then I can play rook h3. Should I try that? Bishop takes, queen takes, rook f3. If he takes, there's nothing there. Rook h3. If queen takes h3, I can take back with the queen. I really don't know what to do. Rook f3. I'm thinking either take the bishop or g3. If I take and then play rook f3, take the bishop, queen takes. Or should I just play g3? I think I'm just going to play g3 and not complicate myself. My white squares are really weak. So, my white squares are really weak, but I think I'm holding on. Because once I take here, I don't see anything. I can even move my knight out, and I think this is okay. I wonder what you guys are saying. Queen h5. Should I have gone with my original plan? Queen h5. I can't swap off queens because my queen is tied down to this pawn. Is he going for the... Oh my god, he's going for this, isn't he? Is he? Doesn't really make sense. Can I just move my knight? Can move my knight, take the bishop, and knight f4. That will be pretty solid. What is he threatening right now? I don't see it. I think I can just move my knight here. 16 minutes. I need to pick up my speed. How is the rest doing? Fiona has some good time. Oh, she didn't lose an exchange. Great. So Fiona's equal. How is Ioana lost? Hard luck. That's okay. Don't worry, Ioana. Ioana lost. And Trisha is holding on. So, okay. Let's see. What? Oh, it's my go. No, it's not my go. That was my go. What can I do here? My position is solid. I really don't see any problem with it. He can try to attack me, but this H2 pawn is always going to be defended by the rook. My pawns in the center are pretty solid. I've won the pawn back, so now we're equal. I think this knight is going to be better than this bishop. How is he going to get this bishop into play? He's going to at some stage take here, I'm sure of it, and then, I don't know, maybe attack my pawn somehow? Doesn't really do anything. If I get my knight to f4, it defends the whole position. So I'm feeling confident about this, and I hope you guys are feeling confident too. I'm sorry about the lack of engagement right now, but it's an important game, and if I do well in this game, then I will be really proud of it, and it would have been nice to record it, to stream it. And get excited, because after this, you know what's coming. Some ultra bullet, some exciting stuff. So, yeah. I wonder if you guys are analyzing. Imagine if there's no one watching. I'm sure Dermot, I know Dermot and Halvard are always going to be there. I don't know who else. Okay, he moved. Rook g4. I knew he was going to do that. Rook g4. What is he threatening with rook g4? I don't see it. Bishop takes f4, knight takes f4. He can't take back with the rook. I just take the rook. What is he doing? Can he please explain to me? I can go here, attack the rook, but then he goes here and attacks on h2. I think that's okay though. So maybe I should just take here. I don't see the problem. I know my king is weak, but it's not that weak. Perhaps I should move queen here. If I move queen here, I pin the rook, don't I? What should I do? Should I take the bishop and knight f4? Or should I take the bishop and rook f4? And if he takes, then I can get my rook in. My knight in, I mean. Take the bishop, rook f4. There's no hurry to take the bishop, because if he takes me and I get my knight there, it's pretty strong. So... b4? I could try b4. Doesn't really do anything though. b4, b5, and lock that bishop in. Don't know, I need to play faster. My position is quite closed in. Knight e3 defends this pawn though. Knight e3, what is he gonna do after knight e3? Knight e3. Knight e3, he takes my bishop. I take his bishop. He takes, and I take with the rook. So he's not really, he can't take any material if I play knight e3. And after knight e3, where's my knight better? I think my knight is better on f4, so maybe I'll just take here. Queen takes and knight f4. I think I'm gonna go for knight f4. You know, he has ideas of like checkmates and stuff, but after knight f4, he cannot take here. I take with my rook, right? He just can't take there. Where should I move my rook? I need to swap off pieces, I know that, but I just don't know how. If I move rook f4, my h2 is weakened, isn't it? Rook f4, but he cannot take on h2. I'll just take back with my king. Rook f4, if I manage to swap off a pair of rooks, I will be in less danger than before. Should I just keep it there? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Knight f4 is fine, I think. Knight f4, rook f4. Anything other than that is not great. Can't try any sacrifices, because if I take, he takes. I take with my queen. Nothing like that works. Knight e3, maybe? Wait, what's happening? Oh, my ad block has been updating. Okay. Knight e3. There's potentials of sacrifices. Is there? After he takes, I take, he takes with the rook. Well, I just go with my knight back. No, I think I should just... I play rook f4. Okay. This pawn can be quite weak. If he gets his queen there and attacks it, I don't know how I'm going to defend it. If I play here, then he's going to be able to take whatever's on f4. But, if I... He has some plans that, my brother just came into the room. Okay, he doesn't want to swap off pieces. I know I should never calculate this, but it looks really tempting to get my queen into the game, but it's not a good plan because I give his bishop play. Oh, maybe I can try rook h4. Rook h4 looks nice. He can't take it, I take with my knight. So, yeah, rook h4 looks decent. I'm gonna go for rook h4. And then rook f4. What if I go rook f4 now? Or knight f4? Knight f4 and I'm attacking this pawn. I know my rook is it's on a weird square there, but it can't be attacked. If I take, he takes, I take with my knight. Oh, he's attacking my pawn. Phew, I did not see that. Okay, he's attacking my pawn. I'm gonna have to defend it with rook e1. don't I? Or queen e3, but then I lose this pawn. Queen e3. What if I move queen e3? If he takes here, he takes. Do I not have anything? Like, I'm thinking about stuff like this. I think it's too long-winded. I need to just defend my pawn. Is this possible? No, because then my queen opens up. If I get my knight to f4, I'll be happy. .10 minutes! I have 10 minutes left. Okay. 10 minutes. I really wonder what's going on in the chat right now. For anyone new, I'm just going to say that I'm playing a league match right now. So I'm playing an international master. It's in the Foreign CL, so Four Nations Chess League, and I'm playing a really strong player. I'm playing Andrew Greet, who is 24 plus, 2400 plus, and I'm in a team of 4 people. So board 1 is Clever Queen Trisha. She's like 2300. She's a WFM from Ireland. She's only 13 as well. Yuana lost the game, but she's a strong player. She was playing a GM, so nothing to be ashamed of. And Fiona. So I think Fiona's also streaming. Yeah, you can see here she's streaming. So Fiona Still Anthony is Fionketta on Twitch, so everyone can go and watch her stream and follow her, because she's also on the team. So she's board 3, I'm board 4. How are we doing time-wise? Fiona is up on time, which is great. Fiona might have a good chance. Okay, so rook g4 he just played. Rook g4. He's attacking my rook, but not really. I can just take back with the knight. If I take his rook and play knight f4, I can't, because... What if I play rook h4? H5, I mean. Rook h5, he'll just attack my rook. So I can't do that. I think I have to take it. I'm going to take it. Queen takes. And now... knight e3? He's not attacking my pawn anymore, so... Is knight e3 an okay move? I wonder. Knight e3, I'm defending this pawn so I can finally move my queen out of the way. So, okay, let me think. Don't have much time and I have to go to the toilet. So this isn't fun. Okay, so 9 minutes to play. Now we're getting into rapid chess. We still have 15 seconds increment, but I need to get out of the mindset that I have a long game. Knight f4 is wrong, isn't it? Knight f4 he just takes for free. If I move my rook to f1 and then knight f4, and then I am attacking the pawn, should I just play rook f1? He's not threatening anything. He might have these plans. though, which aren't pleasant. So he could be threatening to play h5. So maybe I should just attack the queen. He also has this plan. No, he doesn't. Oh yeah, I can't take it with the knight because the queen just takes. So maybe this is okay. I'm gonna play knight e3. There's no sacrifices that work. Don't think sacrifices work here. He could play queen h3 and then maybe a sacrifice would work, but I don't think so. Queen h3 and then I can finally move my queen out of the way because this pawn is finally defended. So my queen is no longer tied down to the pawn. I have 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. Yeah. So for everyone who's watching, I'm sorry for not engaging, but this is a serious game. It's a classical game, and I don't want to be in trouble for cheating or anything. So, so let's see what's happening here. I hope that you guys have learned something from this game and I'm not completely talking out of my ass and you guys can get something out of this, but it's also good. I think it's good for chess because I know we always play bullet and there's nothing instructional, but this is quite instructional, so you can get something out of this. And you see my thought process, so for any beginners out there, really what you can take away from this is that you should always have candidate moves. So think about 3 moves and calculate them all, and then you can choose which one is the best. But I'm not an expert, so I'm playing an international master here, so I'm holding on to straws. I don't know if that's the right phrase. But I'm holding on and I'm actually happy. I mean, my rating is 1900, his is 2400, so 500-point difference. There's just no comparison here. And I'm down on time. So if we get into a time scramble, I'm going to find it hard to play, definitely. It would be nice to have 23 minutes. Okay, I just need to see what is his plan. I don't know if I like knight e3 though. Like, knight e3, it attacks the queen. He has to do something with the queen now. The knight on g2 was pretty safe, but I want to just get my queen somewhere, so if I get my queen to f4, I think I'm going to be so happy. Like, my position is going to be solid. So knight e3 is really holding my position, and right now I'm just going to try and defend as much as I can. If I can defend the position and not let him in or anything, I don't know like how he can win. His bishop is completely dead, so I'm going to color that in yellow because it's not in green. My knight, I think, is better than his bishop. Like, I'm sorry, but it just is. Maybe not, but I think it is. This rook, I need to recycle this rook somehow, so I don't know, bring it here. But I definitely need to do, not to f3, I definitely need to do something with my queen. So perhaps this. Or maybe I can also try some ideas with b4, but I think that's too ambitious. His plans are definitely this. So a h5 break, h4, or f4. But if I move my queen to f1, I stop an f4 break. If I get my queen to f4, I definitely stop an f4 break. Maybe he can try queen h3 and attack this pawn, but my position is easily defended. I have enough pieces around my king, so that's not a problem. He only has 2 pieces attacking, so he's playing without a piece. And my knight is defending, so I have 3 pieces defending my king. I can defend myself. It's just if I fall for some tactics, so that's one thing that I am weak at. I'm not great at tactics or calculation, but I think my instincts are okay. So, I don't know. I wonder how the rest of the team is doing. Clever Queen, she's 9 minutes for 13, which isn't a big... It's not as bad as mine. Ioana lost, so I won't look at her game anymore. And Fiona is ahead on time. I like her position. Fiona has a bishop for a knight. I believe in Fiona. I think Fiona can do it. I think she's doing good. I think okay, so queen swap. He wants a queen swap. If I take, he takes. If I move my knight here, he takes here. And if I take, bishop takes, I take here. Should I swap off queens? He's also threatening to take this pawn. I don't know what to do. I did not calculate that. If I move my queen out of the way, queen f1, f4, and I lose my knight. So f4, I think I have to take the queen. I have no choice. He's threatening f4 and he takes my knight. So I have to take it. Pawn takes, and now I've lost a pawn. But if I go here, if he takes this pawn, I take this pawn. If he takes this one, I can take this one. I'm gonna go here. I've lost this endgame, I think. The bishop has been recycled. e3 here is just winning, because then f4 and he takes this pawn. e3, then maybe I have to go here and then take on e3. But knight here and then e2. Yeah, e3 is just winning. If I go knight here, or should I go knight d4? If I go knight d4, if I go knight here, he attacks my pawn, so I can't do that. If I go knight here, he pushes d2. I can't decide between these two moves. So knight d4, let's see, knight d4, if he takes here, I can take here. If he takes here, I can take back. Bishop here, defending the pawn. If f4 is a huge threat, I don't like f4. I think I have to move knight here. Knight here, he pushes, I move my rook here. If he pushes here, where do I move? I move my knight back. He takes, I take. Okay, I'm gonna move here. I think I can move my knight back. Or should I move it to f2? To c2, I mean. Knight c2. Or knight d3. If knight c2, he takes my pawn. I take here. If he takes here, I can take here. If knight here, he takes, I take, he takes. This is hanging. So, okay, if I move knight c2, he takes here, I take here. Sorry, what's happening? I take here. He'll take this pawn, and then I'll take this pawn. This has just gotten into... I have no time as well, so I don't know where to bring my knight. If I move knight here, if he takes... I think knight c2 is better. Knight c2. If he takes here, I take. He takes. He can also push c3. Yeah, I think knight c2 is best. He also has bishop here attacking my knight. This pawn is weak. This pawn is easily defended. I have to take here. This pawn is weak. He can even go rook here. I've messed this up. I have 3 isolated pawns. This is not good. Your pawns need to stick together. And this bishop is the best piece on the board. This knight is terrible. I've messed this up, guys. Let's see how I can fight on a little bit longer, but I think I've messed this up. Yeah, okay. Bishop e4. That was a good move. If I go here, f4, and then he's attacking this pawn. If I go knight here, I need to create some threats for him. Maybe I can try go knight here. I need to move my knight out of the way so that I can take this pawn. Knight here. After he pushes f4. Or perhaps I can move my king. I don't have to move my knight. This rook endgame is losing, isn't it? If he takes, and rook g4 to move rook here, I lose that pawn. So I need to keep my knight on, don't I? What do I do after this? If I go here, he just takes, and then takes here. Rook takes, and I'm a pawn down, and I cannot play rook endgames. Should I try this? No. 93, that's the only move I can see right now. 93, f4. I don't know what to do after f4 though. Knight here, he takes the pawn. So maybe I should just go king here, takes, rook g4. He's threatening to go rook e4. So maybe that's when I play rook d2 back. And if he takes this pawn, I take here. Goes here, I can push. It's not looking good, you guys. Okay. Here. F4. F4 just wins. Does it? I don't think it does, actually. F4 push, I can just move my king. So, I think knight here is good. I'm gonna move my knight here. I'm gonna go for it. Knight there. If he pushes, I just move my king. Oh, have I lost this pawn? I've lost this pawn. Maybe I can take that one. Three minutes. I only have 3 minutes. How is how is Fiona doing and Trisha? Oh, Trisha's doing really well. Okay, f4. I knew that. And after f4, I said king f2. I'll just take that. I think this is okay. Is it? All isolated pawns. This isn't good. All my pawns are isolated. His bishop is strong. My knight isn't weak. Like, my knight... Okay, bishops are a lot better than knights, but I have to live with it. So, my pawns are just weak. Can he win this pawn? Yeah. Okay, rook there, yeah. And I said that I will move my... If I go there, he just pins me, and I've lost a knight. And if I move here, he takes here. And if I take here, then he'll move here and take this pawn. Guys, I have to move quickly. Okay, if I move here, if I move my knight back, he takes. This pawn is really weak. Maybe I can push. If I push, he just takes with the pawn. And if I attack the bishop, if I push, he takes. If I attack the bishop, maybe he can move rook there, check. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. If he takes, I take. I know this is hanging, but there's no way of defending it. Oh, I can actually defend it like this. Sorry. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. I'm holding on to straws here. Okay, I have 3 minutes, but thank God I have... Okay, bishop there. I need to defend this. The only way to defend it is like this. I think I have to do it. I can't push this pawn. I'm gonna defend it. Rook here, then I move my king into the center, but then rook here, and he takes my pawn. So... I have to activate my king, otherwise if it's just stuck here, I have nothing. But maybe I should just stick to my pawns. Thank God this is defended. Okay, king there. I'm gonna move my king. No, I can't because he just takes this pawn. Should I move this pawn? Or knight there? If I move my knight here, he moves here. I'm gonna move g4. And then king here. The problem is I've lost a pawn here. After this, king g3, rook here. I have to move my king somewhere. So king here, he takes, and then takes this pawn. So I've lost that pawn. But actually, it's not that clear, because after I go here, I've won this pawn. So I managed to win a pawn back. So I've seen this. If I go here, rook here, check. Maybe g4 wasn't a great move. I can't move my king back. That's just not something I should think about. I should centralize the king though. But I could get into trouble if I get my king. I'm gonna move here. Rook here, so he's won a pawn. But it's still not clear because this pawn is so weak if he not sacrifices, but if he trades the bishop for the knight. So if I get the chance, I'm gonna move my knight there, but I think he's gonna check me. And then I have to go king here. So is he gonna go for the pawn? This is gonna hang. I'm gonna have to grind out this endgame, and I hate rook endgames. I just don't know my endgames properly, but I don't see, like, he has some checkmating ideas, like here. This is, or I don't know, they don't work. You know, like, my king is not in a great position, but there's no, if I get my king here, okay, then he has h6 and kicks me away. h6 is gonna be tough for me to challenge. h6, I can't play this because check and pawn. So I'm threatening this, but he's just gonna, I think he's just gonna take this knight. I need to just play quickly. I only have 3 minutes, so not enough time. Okay, I do not want to get into a rook endgame, let me tell you that. Rook endgame? No. So if you're watching this, Andrew, please don't put me into a rook endgame, please. Thank you. Okay, they've gone down to 5 minutes each. Fiona is ahead on time. I'm rooting for Fiona. Fiona can do good for this team. I'm sorry. I feel like I've let this team down, but it happens. So, yeah, this position is horrible. Rook here, bishop here. He wins this pawn. Rook here, I think this is just winning. Rook here, could I try this? Perhaps. But rook here. Knight here. And then after this, what do I do? Check. But then he just takes, and then he's a piece up. So that's wrong. Rook here has won the game for him, I think. How do I defend this? I need to go here. And after this pawn is gone. I can't even check him. Maybe I can go here. And if he takes my pawn, then I go king here, and his bishop is hanging, and his rook is also attacked. But he can just defend it like this. I need to play quickly. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, so this is not looking great for me. Okay. Well, by the way, I hope you guys in the chat are enjoying this amazing calculation by me. Hope you're not bored out of your brains, because I know this is... I'm not finished yet, so you can go. I only have 3 minutes, so go, Mark. Stop distracting me. My brother just came into the room. But what I was gonna say is that I hope you guys are not bored. I hope you're enjoying this. It's something different. Don't know if I like being scrutinized here, being watched by everyone and seeing all my mistakes and my bad thinking skills. And perhaps I'm calculating all wrong this whole game. Seems like it anyway, but I think it's okay. I managed to hold on. I thought I was completely lost before that, after I lost the pawn, but I managed to get the pawn back. So, what are you thinking about? He's calculating some deep line, like I don't understand. Rook here just wins, I think. I don't know what he's calculating. Rook here. What can I do? King here. And then he takes this pawn. If he takes that pawn, then I can go knight here, maybe? And if I go knight there, he can just push this pawn and check. And then I have to move my king back to h4. I have to move my king back to h4. I don't know what to do against this. h6, king back to h4. He has to do something with his rook, so maybe rook here attacking... No, he can't go check there. Attacking this pawn. Do I have anything? I have one little check. Doesn't really do much though. Check, the king can just go there. So, yeah, I don't know. He won after queen d4. Queen d4 was a nice find. I just miscalculated that. I didn't see queen d4, so... Anyway, I'm excited to analyze this game afterwards and see how it goes. And since you guys are watching, I know Dermot and Halvard must be definitely watching. I wonder who else, but if you guys are still watching and are interested, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but if you guys are still watching and are interested, we can analyze it together, so you can let me know everything I've missed, because I'm sure I've missed a lot. But if there's any more new followers, thank you for following. Welcome. Okay. How long is he thinking? I need to take these glasses out. Maybe if I put my glasses on, I'll get some good luck. But I don't know what to do in this position. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like the International Master has outplayed me. Has outplayed Mrs. Mirza. Miss Mirza. Okay, let's see. How can we hold on a little bit longer? There's a fly here. I need some music, I think, but music would just distract me. How's Clever Queen doing? She doesn't have much time. She's in a time scramble. Her king is weak. Fiona has some... Fiona's piece down. She's a knight down. Great, I think this is going to be 4-0, guys. But perhaps if we hold on a little bit longer, if I'm the last man standing, I will be proud. That's all I want, to be the last man standing, because I am the lowest rated person on the team. So, yeah. But it was a good streaming day, so. Okay, what is happening here? Please tell me what you are thinking about. I bet you he's already found the win. I hope my internet isn't down or something and he's moved, but I don't know. What is he thinking about? Like, okay, I don't think this is winning because I can just, okay, it probably is winning, but I can just go here and take this pawn, so he can't defend that. This is just winning. He just goes here and takes this. Oh, he goes for that. He went for that. Okay, and after I go here? All of these are dropping like flies, but I still think rook f4 was much better chance. Okay, so he did that. Can I try this? If I push here, he has to take, and then if I take, if he takes, then I take here. So if I push, he has to take it. If he doesn't, if I push, he takes, I take. How does he defend that? He takes, I take here. I shouldn't defend this because then he just goes here and takes one of them. If I push here, if he goes here, then I can try and do this. Because if he pushes this and I do this and I queen. So should I just push this pawn? If he takes there, if I take here. Okay, I'm gonna push this. I don't think he should have gone into a rook endgame. This looks equal, but I might mess up the... I might mess this up because I'm not great at rook endgames, but if I'm not a pawn down, I don't see how is he gonna win this game. He has to take, otherwise I queen. Well, he doesn't have to take. If he goes king f8, then I'll take, and after he takes, then I can go rook there. And I've saved myself. Yeah, so we're just equal. This is just an equal rook endgame, and my pawn is more advanced. So, what's the problem? I don't see any problem. He should have played rook f4, that was winning. This was not a good plan. And he thought for 10 minutes for this. Am I missing something? Like, I don't understand. He doesn't have any ideas here. Okay, I'm gonna take here. This is equal! This is equal. And I don't want to get excited because I'm not great at endgames, but this is going to be hanging. So I think this is... Should I offer him a draw? Should I offer him a draw, guys? I think I will. Oh, okay, h6. Well, maybe I should play rook here. No, I think I should play rook there. Or maybe I should go for a check first, after king there, then push. So should I go for check or here? If I go for a check... I think I'm gonna go for this. Should I check him first? My heart is beating so fast, I don't want to mess this up. I think I should push here, and then if he pushes there... I don't know what to do. If I check him, he'll move his king. I don't know if I should have done that. If I move check here now... Oh, then I can just go here, back. He has to go back, and then I can go here. And then I'm threatening to push and check. Push with queen. Guys, this is a draw! We drew the game! Oh my god! We drew! I can't believe this! Oh my god, I'm sweating so much! We drew! We drew the game! Ah! Oh my god, I need to take off the delay. But we drew! Oh my god! This is so good! I can't believe we drew this game! My heart is beating so fast. Oh, okay, I need to take away this delay. So where is this delay? Stream, advanced. I need to take off the delay. Okay, stream delay. I need to take off the delay, so 0 seconds. Done. So, I wonder, can I be back? I can't believe this, guys! I can't believe I drew! I need to, get back. I can't believe this, guys! Oh my goodness, we drew to an international master on stream! I am so happy! Okay, I need to check what's happening in the chat. I can't take this. I am sweating so much. I cannot believe this. I need to... How is Clever Queen doing? Okay, I need to see how Clever Queen is doing. I need to take the delay, but I think I need to end the stream. I need to write a big message. But, thank you so much for the support. the raids, the subs, the bits. Wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you. I'm waiting for the delay to I need to restart. Okay, I need to restart. I'm gonna restart. Okay, the thing is, but if I restart, the live will end, won't it?
Your stream is still playing
I
the
drew!
game.
I drew!
I
I
know.
drew to an international master! Oh my god!
Your stream is still fucking playing.
I know. I'm actually so happy. You guys don't
Fiona
understand.
said well done.
Did she? On
Yeah,
stream?
on her stream, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice of her.
You have to get rid of this delay. She doesn't have delay.
Where? I need to, I need to finish the stream, but if I end the stream, then that will end. If you click, it should get an option where it says keep streaming until delay end or something. If you click, where does that, however does,
Are you happy?
yeah,
I am.
so.
She lost, didn't she, Fiona?
Did
Fiona
she?
Mutesi. Amadan drew, I think. I've seen. Are you happy?